I am sweating so hard. I'm surviving on like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. It's so hot here. Oh my gosh. I'm back with another video. I was planning this for some days. I didn't expect it to be today because it's a little bit late here. Tiny bit. So this is unusual timing for me. But I felt inspired. So who can argue with that? Trigger warning. I actually said it early this time. Yay. Do you ever notice that when you actually want to chase after something or when you receive something that you've wanted for a long time, then you realize, wait, it doesn't make me happy. And it sucks. It's like you've been waiting so long for this. So why does it not feel joyful? Why does it just feel like a whatever? Why did the journey feel like it was more rewarding? Life's like that. If you haven't received something for a long period of time, sometimes your mind or your body just gets frustrated. It's like, what's the point? And that's how it responds. Okay, I know I've been talking so much, I'm just practically babbling. This term is known as arrival fallacy. And just like its term, it literally is a fallacy with arrival. Okay, I tried. So you're expecting yourself to feel good. It's like if someone says, oh, okay, I'm going to be so happy if I make this much money. I'm going to be so happy if I finally get this product. Then you realize you're nowhere near as happy, or even if you are, it's fleeting. That's because you attached all of your happiness. You put all of your eggs on that basket. These eggs are your happiness, and you put it in that basket. So when you limit yourself like that, you're forcing yourself to feel like you have to be happy to the max with whatever you have. And it's not going to feel as authentic. And that's why you're going to feel like, oh, wait, is my happiness even genuine? So obviously the video is about appreciating things. Appreciate people. Appreciate those around you. Appreciate everything that you have. And just know that nothing will ever make you feel 100% happy and fulfilled. I also learned this. There are times I'm ecstatic when I see notifications. I'm so grateful to anyone who helps me and whenever I see something good in my life, but then it goes away seconds later, not because I'm ungrateful, but because that's the history, that's the natural, that's how the nature of this world is. People just, what's the word? It's not that people forget how to be grateful. It's just, life is like that. Everything is like an illusion. And even though we still appreciate things, they go just like that. Arrival fallacy is so much more common than you think, because the issue is that we live in a society that, what's the word? We live in a society that loves and rewards immediate gratification. Like, we want to see results now. Like, that's the kind of world we're in. Social media, AI has made it convenient. Therefore, the younger, newer generations, they are so used to convenience. Everything is just kind of done for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea of hard work is being replaced by robots. And I'm not saying this applies to everyone, but I'm just saying just generally. And it's honestly unreal how so many things have occurred at once. But what we have to take from life is that it will humble you. And you gotta be grateful for the things that you have. Don't put a condition on your happiness. Embrace everything. You know, I remember before I even did the rebrand of this channel, I kept telling myself, unless this video blows up, I'm not going to keep going. That was a condition. I put worth. I let it define my worth. Even if I didn't say, okay, this makes me a terrible person, blah, 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 I still attached worth to it. Why? Because I loved drawing. I loved doing those things. But I placed a condition. So I therefore stopped doing what I loved. And that is attaching my worth to it. Because if I'm doing something I dislike, I am practically showing myself, hey, I dislike you. And that is deep. And don't tell yourself that you need XYZ to be happy, to be fulfilled, to feel this way. Because look, no one is ever going to feel 100% satisfied. Even if you were to get the so-called perfect partner, you're never going to feel 100% satisfied. So how are you going to live life knowing that? Because it's true. There are so many people, so much money, so much abundance, yet they still lose loved ones, yet they still lose properties, yet they still go through hardships, because no one is ever 100% okay. And with that knowledge, you can use it to your advantage and say, you know what, this is what we have in common. Because we often look at what other people have that we don't, but instead we learn, look, we all have something going on. What can I learn from this? And I think that's another thing. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Come as you are. Be an authentic person. Be a good influence yourself. And this is something I also recommend in my videos, because I don't want to contradict. You don't want to be perfect when you meet someone, but you want to be a good influence. So before you meet someone, like let's say you want to be friends or you want to connect with someone or do something, you have to be a good influence. A lot of us think, I want a good influence as a friend or whatever. We don't look at ourselves. So be a good influence to attract a good influence. You know what I'm saying? Because no one wants to be around a stuck in the mud. I've been there before and it sucks. Both being the stuck in the mud and being around the stuck in the mud. Whoosies! Okay, let's just go. Don't let it be like a make it or break it kind of moment. Just be yourself and be chill with that. And understand you're deserving regardless. Like if you want a job, if you want a career, if you want someone to be in your life, you are deserving of it. I'm not saying this to BS you. I'm not saying this to butter you up. I would get pissed if someone tries to do that with me. But just go as you are, because that is the most authentic you'll be. And a lot of people wait till they're perfect, blah, blah. Look, you have to be a good influence. Yes, you have to try to heal as best as you can. You have to try your best to be a better person, but no one is saying you have to go from no one's saying you have to be perfect, because the person you want to be around is not perfect. So why are you being tough on yourself? Let me know how you guys handle feelings like this. Share it with each other. Take each other's advice if you can. I love to hear about different perspectives, and I'm very open to hearing what you guys have to say to one another, because sometimes even I get inspired. And yeah, I'm open for topic discussion, topic suggestions as well. And I will see you guys in another video. But before I go, if you can support my coffee page, and if you could support my merch, my business, Suzu Pop. I don't know why I called it that. Maybe it's Shoujo Pop, I don't know. But it's in my description. So people have been loving the merch. Thank you so much for the updates. You guys can DM me any of the order updates and stuff, and I can share it. And it's a good way for people to see Suzu in other people's houses. And it's so cool to see your own character in different people's, like, around the world. It makes me happy that Suzu has just become more than just a character on my screen, you know? Like, she's part of your everyday life. That's so sweet. But anyway, before I yap too much, I am boiling as well. The heat wave is crazy. I will see you guys in another video. Take care and peace out.